Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Donovan McAfee.
Here we go, guys. Donovan McAfee, Tyson MMA, and making his Cagezilla walk here. He's 1-0 and 28 years old. Came in a little bit over the 165-pound mark, quite a bit over, I should say, maybe 5 pounds. So hopefully he's feeling healthy, and sometimes the weight cut is a factor in these kind of fights. But like I say, hopefully he's feeling healthy and ready to rock and roll here tonight. This is in the 165-pound weight class, and yeah, excited for this one.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, I'm also very excited for this one as well. I do think that right now, with the number of fighters that are coming in a little bit overweight, it's the summer. People are kind of trying to rest up, last little bit of enjoyment out of the season before we move into the fall and things get cold. But I gotta say, Kaizen MMA has produced fantastic fighters. We got Liam Pinheiro right there who's going to be cornering him. I don't have any doubts that McAfee is going to come with a killer instinct here today.
Yeah, no, I spoke with Coach Liam, and he was quite disappointed in Donovan not making the 165-pound mark. He really wasn't even that close coming in at 171 pounds. So, like I say, I hope he's healthy. Sometimes when these kind of issues arise, there's an issue or there's a sickness or like something didn't go right in training camp. So hopefully he's coming into this one 100%, because if not, Damon's going to find that weakness.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Damon Harris.
Well, here's that fighter that you're talking about, Damon Harris, coming in, fighting out of Atlas MMA. Very excited to see how this one is going to match up. Of course, we've talked about how Kaizen before has built up such a reputation of fighters. But I'll be honest, I haven't heard as much about Atlas, and this is their time to make a mark.
Yeah, you got CJ Goon, the baboon, in his corner there, putting a little Vaseline on his brow. And CJ, what an athlete he is, what a fighter he is, and to have him in your corner is definitely an asset for Damon here tonight. And what a guy, man. He came in, he came in actually under the 165-pound mark, came in at 163, and looking lean, looking mean, and took the fight nonetheless. And hopefully he can really overcome this weight imbalance and possibly make Donovan pay for missing weight.
Yeah, Damon has been training in combat sports since he was 7 years old.
Wow.
He's never fought in MMA before, but he has competed in numerous jiu-jitsu tournaments. So he very much has a grappling, a BJJ kind of a background. And I think he's going to try and bring that today, try and use that in his fight against Donovan McAfee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla Super Lightweight Division. It is brought to you by our friends at Lindsay Automotive Group. You'll love it at Lindsay. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 171 pounds, fighting out of Kaizen MMA with a record of 1 win and no defeats, it's Donovan McAfee. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 163 pounds, fighting out of Atlas MMA. He is making his Cagezilla debut. It's Damon, the Demon Harris. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla Super Lightweight Division. It is brought to you by Lindsay Automotive Group, and we are welcoming back to the Cagezilla cage my friend, referee Victor Matamala.
Here we go, guys. A big one here in the 165-pound weight class. Let's see how we go. None of these fights have made it out of the first round here tonight. let's see how this one fares out.
Absolutely flying through things, but this is a great fight to have Victor Matamala back in for as well as our illustrious referee.
Oh!
With, I think, the quickest finish I've seen all night. What was that?
Oh,
Wow. Donovan McAfee just came out, threw one punch, and ended it. Unbelievable.
Wow. Came in, put the hands right on him. I don't even think Damon knows exactly what happened there. And wow, that was a statement there. Didn't come in on weight. So that, that does play a factor. But nonetheless came in and made his mark.
Well, let's look here on the replay. Yeah, it's just going to be that left hook crossing up past the guard, and that's all she wrote. McAfee walks away with the victory.
I think that's the danger of, I guess, taking these fights when guys, don't necessarily make weight. I mean, you kind of come in at a disadvantage already, Now, if McAfee had made weight, would it have mattered? I don't necessarily know that that's the case, but even still, it's an unfortunate situation for Damon. He's willing to fight. He's willing to take that, that risk against the heavier opponent who maybe wasn't as disciplined or whatever in his training, wasn't able to make the weight, and yet still not be able to come out on top. So it's unfortunate for Damon that it happened that way.
Yeah. Damon going to get some medical attention now, and Donovan staying there in the center of the cage. Man, all of these fights here tonight prove to be the judges they're sitting there. They don't need to do their job tonight, man. They're taking it out of the hands of the judges. Let's send it down to Chris. Let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a record. Referee Victor Matamala has called a stop to the action just 8 seconds into the very first round. For your winner by TKO, out of the red corner, it's Donovan McAfee.
Donovan McAfee.
Donovan.
All right, look at that knockout. Good stuff.